I want to invite you on a journey. You've been building your company for many years, and now is the right time to take it to the next level. But in order to build a highly scalable company that is generating industry-leading profitability and solid cash flow, you need a world-class finance function. Now, finance is an interesting animal. It's both highly complex and also super simple. What if I told you that there's a recipe that you could start following today to build the engine room of your business, the machine that generates the growth, profitability, and free cash flow that you dreamed of when you started the company? Give me a few minutes and I'll unpack this with you. Just like humans have a hierarchy of needs, so does the finance function of a scale-up company. Imagine a pyramid where at the bottom you've got your basic needs like survival, and at the top you've got your more advanced needs. Now, what does this look like for a scale-up company? At the base of the pyramid, you have the need for accurate basic financial information. So what we mean by this is basic income, basic expenses, basic assets and basic liabilities. You want to know at all times what the income and expenses and profitability of the company is, as well as what the assets, liability and net equity value of the business is. So your first thing to get in place is just that foundation of simple financial information, to know income and expenses, to know debtors and creditors, to know what your balance sheet looks like, to understand cash in and cash out on a monthly basis. This is always the base and the starting point for any company. On top of basic financial information, you have the need for compliance and assurance. So here we want to make sure that your affairs are in order in terms of the tax man. We want companies tax, VAT, payroll tax, annual financial statements, and any other legislative requirements in place for the company. Once you have all that in place, the founders can start sleeping at night. The third layer is standard operating procedures. So you want to make sure that there's an SOP for every core function within the finance of the company. You want to make sure that there's a standard operating procedures for invoicing, like how does it work, who loads what, who makes sure invoices go out to clients, etc. The same thing for debtors management, like how do you what's the process for treating that debtors management process, creditors management, the payments function in the company, which is so critical, month-end closes for the finance team, and all of those other kind of core functions of the finance within the company. We want to make sure that there's a procedure that's simple to follow and easy to execute, and that nothing can slip through the cracks. Great, so now the first three bases are in place, and this really forms the heart of a good accounting function. You have good basic financial information coming through, income and expenses, assets, liabilities. You have good compliance on top of that so that your affairs are in order with the tax man. And you also have good standard operating procedures that govern how you run things to make sure nothing falls through the cracks. The next thing you're then able to do is automation. So our fourth layer in our pyramid is called automation. It means basically to streamline systems and procedures, to integrate the flow of information and to minimize the room for human error within those processes. So this can be achieved with a really good cloud tech stack. So you want to really take a hard look at your finance and operations functions and what technology can suit the business better to make sure that all of those processes can be automated and streamlined and made as simple as possible to replicate. This starts creating scale. The next layer is the need for advanced financial information. This is where we really want to get granular with the detail in terms of moving the company forward and really understanding it first of all. So detailed gross profit margin analysis, detailed net profit margin analysis, understanding your profit per client and your profit per the smallest economic unit that you can trace, any profit leakage in that process to make sure you can plug that. You want to understand how effective your people are in terms of your labor efficiency ratio. You want to be able to accurately forecast cash flow over the next couple of months or the year ahead to identify any issues. You also want to delve into key ratios and do some benchmarking on that and really start doing advanced reporting for the business as per the requirements of the board and the management team. Now it starts getting exciting. We move on to profit and cash maximization. Once you have your advanced financial information on the table, you can start doing things like setting gross profit and net profit targets across the business. You can also start using tools like the Power of One and other profit and cash maximization tools to really make sure that you move all the levers you have at your disposal to move the company forward. You'll start looking at pricing strategies and other approaches to make sure that the company is absolutely maximized. Right at the top of the pyramid, we get to strategic direction. We want finance to actually inform the strategy of the company. What kind of clients are the best ones to target? What business units or product lines are the ones that we should double down on, or which ones should we cut? When and who should we hire and who not? When and where should we invest and where not? Basically, how do we create and maximize the value of this company for a potential exit or for the shareholders themselves to make sure that this company keeps driving maximum value as it grows and scales into the future. Building a world-class finance function for your company is a journey indeed. Perhaps you're just at the beginning of yours and you want to lay a strong base for the future. Perhaps your base has been strong for many years, but finance is not yet directing the strategy of your company and driving the free cash flow and profitability that you deserve. Wherever you are, our team of finance professionals have seen it all, from early stage scale-up companies to multi-100 million exits. How much could it be worth to you to have access to a team of finance professionals who have been down this road with hundreds of companies before? Start your journey towards industry-leading profitability today. Find out more at ocfo.com or reach us at info@ocfo.com. We're excited about the adventure that awaits.